Okay guys, going live here. See if we get anybody come in. Hey, All About Vehicles, welcome. You're drinking black coffee? Yeah, I thought I'd go live for a little bit here. Hey, Drone Junkie, welcome to the stream. I think I pretty much got all the settings where they're supposed to be. I just noticed there's sometimes it cuts out a little bit. Let's see how it looks. So we're going to go onto my other phone here. And let's see. Okay, turn the volume down on that one. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. I'll have to go through afterwards with sound. Make sure I got it set right. I'll be going out to Barstow Wednesday, so I'll make sure I get everything set up right. So how are you guys doing tonight? Okay. Well, it's appreciated you being here. The like button's that's always a plus. I can't really see it from here. Let's see. This place is. It's really hard to see on the screen, isn't it? It's one of the buildings here. Hey Shelby, welcome. So I'm at work here. It looks like the camera adjusts a little bit. I say I come out here, just a little story. Probably been a month now. I come over and stomp, threw stuff away in here, and as I turned up, right there next to this tree, there was a man standing there, and he was wearing either a gray. Hey Terry and Al, welcome. He's wearing either gray or a tan clothes. But as soon as I turned that way and I saw him standing right there, as it hit my brain that there's a person there, they started moving this way, and as they moved this way, they started to dissipate, and they went right into the tree. Right there. And it was less than a second from when I looked up to when he was gone. It was just that fast. But this place was built a long, long time ago. I hope the picture quality is good. Yeah, it was really quick, and I was like, I know I just saw something, and like I said, as it moved, it was disappearing. It wasn't completely solid when I seen it in the first place, but it was, mostly solid enough where I could tell it was a man standing there and what color his clothes were. And it just like disappeared right into the tree. This place is like really, really hella old. I don't know if you can let me know if you see any faces in there, but this is me right here with the vest. That's just my reflection. That's not inside. If you see something else, but this place here is well over 100 years old. And I don't know if you can see over right there. That's a doorway right there. And that goes to a hallway where some guy came to work, clocked in, and he never clocked out that night. He fell off one of the tanks inside there and didn't survive. So I do have one EVP from in front of that building there. It was raining one night. I had to do it out here because they got like open drains in there for the roof, and it was just splattering on concrete, so I had to come out here. And I said there's a spirit in that hallway. I said, can you tell me your name? And I didn't hear anything at that time, but I seen like little white dots appear in the recording, so it was like somebody was speaking. So when I went back and played it back, you heard me asking, what your name is, and you could hear I'm Nick, really, really faint. It said, I'm Nick. And that just happened to be the name of the guy that died in there in the early 70s. A Real Talk Tarot Guidance. Welcome. I just kind of went live. I'm not exploring here. I work here, so there's only so much I can actually like show of the place, because there's a lot of people that know my channel here. So this is one of the older buildings. They got some, like I showed, where that hallway where I showed, the right side was built in like the 19, seems to me 40. Somebody was saying that there's etching in the concrete that says the date 1940. But the left side is a lot older. It's got a stacked stone foundation, with brick mortar holding the stones together. And it's probably about 3 feet tall, maybe 4 feet, not quite sure. And then everything above that is the old red brick. So that's been around for, they say this is over 100 years old, so I'm going to say that's one of the very first buildings that was here. And it was more of a warehouse. Well, kind of more of a warehouse now. An unused warehouse. I'll just show you this. That metal building there with the yellow in front, that's the warehouse that they use now. The other one is, there's nothing in there really. So how was your guys' day? And that's the haunted truck right there. I'm not sure if this is picking up the chat or not. What does it say? I'm trying to see what this. I got a little flashing message over here. Oh, I was here all day. I'm getting ready to get out of here in another hour. Well, a little over an hour. I'll do a little walkabout over here real quick. I'll go over here and you can see over here. And it's hard to see, but if you look out over here on the other side of the parking area, that's all grapes. So you got grapes, sky, and then over this way you got mountains. So when I say I'm way out in the country, it's like, yeah. So I can get this. Block that a little bit. You can't see it. The moon's almost down. It's just a little splinter. But you can tell this is like really old clapboard. Hey Terry, welcome. Terry Cope. A little closer up the tree. That, oh shit. Spirit disappeared into. It's not really old. It's probably, I was thinking it's maybe 15, but no, I'm thinking it's probably more like 30 or 35 years old. It's pretty stocky. Okay, Terry. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It's like, I was thinking if I should go home, wait till I go home and go live, or do it here. And it's like, well, I'll do it here. It's a little different, something different to see. Hey, Cardiac, welcome. Oh, she is? Oh, okay. I just didn't want to have to wait till like 11:30. Especially during, well, no, this is the weekend. It's the weekend for everybody else. It's my work week. That's what's throwing me off. So actually, I might go live after I get home. Charge this back up, and I don't have my spirit box here, so all I can do is mellow chat. Yeah, that's what it's like. A lot of the people, there's some people that show up in my stream. They don't, they don't go to hers, but I do a lot of interactive with drone people. The do some of the 420 20 groups, I'll go in there and I'll chat in there with them. So I'm glad I seen Shelby on here. I don't know what happened to Kelsey. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. Usually, like I say, starting at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night for, you know, a lot of the people, that's, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, they don't want to start a, you know, 1 hour stream or an hour and a half stream. I mean, they could go in and just turn the volume down, I guess, if they wanted, would help. So that's kind of what I'm trying to work on now. I'm trying to work on my followers so I can break the 1K, and then try to get my watch time. I figure right now my watch time is like 1,700 hours. So I need another 2,300 to get to 4K before September, because that's when I started getting most of my time. I wasn't getting squat before that. I was putting up videos for the first 4 months, and I only had like maybe 10 watch hours. Maybe I'll double it and say maybe 20 watch hours. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd actually, because I don't get notifications on myself, I just have to go there and be there. And sometimes they don't put it on my main page when you go in, where it's got all the most recent. You actually have to go over to videos to see my streams on this. That's why I'd like to just get back to the way it was. Where I could use the YouTube app. I can control the thumbnail. I can't control a thumbnail here. I'll actually have to go in to YouTube as a website and pick from a thumbnail that they've had. I can't do a custom one, so that kind of sucks. I'll probably go for another 10 minutes here. Kind of just do a little walkabout through here again for everyone that's come in. I just wonder how many spirits hang out in here, because they don't use this building anymore. I mean, it used to be, looks like a place where, you know, the growers would meet together. Yeah. Well, the growers would get in there, and because it's grower relations. And then I can look in through the back windows, and you can make out, in the daytime, you can make out that there's a desk in there, but it's not used. They don't use it. I don't know how long it's been sitting idle. It looks like it's just more storage than anything else right now. Hey Paul, welcome. If you look over here, you can see the pile of concrete from when I don't know when they did something over there. I hope it hasn't cut out. It looks like it's doing okay. I got 4 bars, so I could probably up it to 5,000 instead of 3,500. What is it? KBS. Kelsey, there you are. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say Shelby was in here earlier, but yeah, she's still here. This is the dead golf cart because somebody left the charger out in the rain. But I was just telling everybody earlier that when I came out here one night to dump my garbage, I turned. As soon as I dumped it, I turned, and right there, by the tree, right there, there was a guy standing, and he wasn't completely solid. How am I going live? Streamlabs. That's what I was. When you had your group going earlier, I said you could download Streamlabs for your phone. But anyway, he was standing right there. He wasn't completely solid. And as soon as I seen him, he started to disappear, and he ran into the tree, like inside the tree. And from when I seen him to when he was completely disappeared inside the tree, it was less than a second. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in your thing. You could go to Streamlabs. Yeah, I think I startled him. I think he was watching because this is the building I was in. And I was sitting in there and I had, well, it's dark now, but I had a light on. And then I came out and dumped the trash, and then that's when I seen him. So, just as he realized, and I realized I saw him, he beat me to the punch. He was already disappearing. So it was like, I stood there, and I stood there for like a minute or two just staring at the tree like, I know I just saw that, but did I really see it? Yeah, they'll probably phase that out, but right now, they have an agreement with Streamlabs, because they're like a third party, and they're letting them use the thing. So if they got a contract, and that's the thing, if they got a contract and they change that, and it's not in the contract, that they have to do it, only they have to have a certain number before they can stream. I mean, if it's in a written contract, then they're going to have to kind of ride that out a little bit. If Streamlabs doesn't want to go with it, they're going to have to. It's going to take several months for that to happen, though. Ellie Day, welcome. Living the dream, welcome. Nope, I don't want to. No, I don't want to write. Damn. Hold on, so I can get this to back up a little. There we go. Back up where it was. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to try to phase that out. It's just not something. It's not going to be something that's going to happen in the next few months. So, I mean, that gives you an advantage. Gives you time. It's going to give you some time, but I've also already heard that there's another company that already has a platform like YouTube, and it's a porn site, but they've got the server space to set up something similar like YouTube. Because like I said, they already got the platform. It's just not going to be. It's going to be a family oriented, different domain and all that. And it's going to be more family oriented, where you can pretty much say what you want, do what you want. if you don't like something somebody says, you're not going to be able to flag the video, because they're just going to basically say, well, if you don't like it, then don't go to that channel. Hey, Paranormal Voice, welcome. Yeah, Kelsey, you can go there, and I found it in the Play Store, but I mean they got it for if you got Android or you got an iPhone. They got it in both formats, and it's just all it does is it's going to take you a little time to set it, because YouTube, they automatically set the the bit rate and all that, and they can adjust it. This one you actually have to go in and adjust your audio and your video, so you have to do quite a few tests. Watch the tutorial videos they have on YouTube. It'll show you the very basics, and then you just have to kind of go in there and experiment and play with it and figure it out on your own. And now when I go out to the go meet up with Benny Loco, I can actually live stream if there's a good enough connection. I mean, right inside that building, I was at 2 and 3 last night, but I'm at 4 out here right now. So if I can have 4 bars out in the desert, then I can live stream. But I'm going to do some video as well. And let me see. So I'm going to meet Benny Loco out there Wednesday. I talked to Ray the Fam. So if you're here, Ray, he's going to be going too. So there'll be 3 of us out there. I'm going to go ahead and say my good nights, because I know Francis is going to be starting in a little bit. So do you have any questions, Kelsey, before I shut this down? And because I know I don't have your email, you don't have mine. So do you have any questions about Streamlabs or anything? Good night, Real Talk. Good night. You have a good one. Okay. I don't think she has any questions. Yeah, I just heard something behind me. Coming from over there. That was the company phone giving me an alert. So, okay, I want to thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Okay. I'm at work right now. So I'm just going to go and finish up a few things so I can get out of here at 10 o'clock. Well, it's 10 o'clock Pacific time. But that's the haunted truck right there. That's the haunted tree. That's the building where I was being observed by a spirit standing next to the haunted tree. And I got a feeling that some of the spirits hang out in this building because it's not even used anymore. So it's nice and quiet. So again, thanks guys for coming in. I don't know if I'll go live tonight when I get home with the spirit box. If not, I'll try to bring it out here and try to get everything done ahead of time so I can jump out here and have the spirit box at this location, which I did once before. So, everybody, good morning. Yeah, it's over 100 years old here and out in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, everybody have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Sleep well, and until next time, everyone stay safe.